my very best. Apparently, we are leaving Afghanistan. Biden came out earlier this afternoon and said that on August 31st, the mission in Afghanistan, the U.S. military mission anyway, in Afghanistan is over. Does that mean that we're not going to be running ops and everything else like that with the agency boys and feds and all that fun stuff? I imagine we'll still have a presence in that area for quite some time to come to monitor what's going on over there and who's doing what with those things that a lot of things, were left behind. So I have seen withdrawals from Kabul and Bagram and all that fun stuff. And it is, it's a crazy sight to see. You see all this gear left behind. You knew it was coming someday. They don't take the time to put a convoy together to drive all this stuff back to the U.S. to ship it back here. So maybe, they could sell it and put it to good use. No, they'll just waste your money for 20 damn years and then waste it some more when they leave. But hey, if we're leaving Afghanistan and Joe Biden, man, you got to be fair. Got to be fair. This is huge. Absolutely huge that we are leaving Afghanistan finally. I mean, seriously, 20 years, people. I mean, we are, he said some pretty good stuff. I mean, he talked about, the 2,400, service members that will never get back. The I think it was 240,000 or 24,000 or something to the effect that have been injured over there. This doesn't even begin to talk about the lives lost of the innocent people on the ground in Afghanistan, the kids, the moms, the dads that had nothing to do with this, wanted nothing to do with this, and only wanted peace in their life. I mean, this is a crazy, 20 years. I mean, honestly, there are kids of guys that I served with who have joined up in our, I don't know, third, fourth, fifth year of service already. It's incredible, and some of the kids that weren't even born when this whole thing started are in now. And to think that we're sending over generation after generation, it's got to stop. It's got to stop there. It's got to stop everywhere around the world. This is something that the Libertarian Party and everybody else that is, focused on peace, we can agree on these things. And I think it's most of America right now. I don't think if we weren't in this moment in history that they'd ever pull out. I really don't. I think that they need a huge bump in their, I don't know, scores, their ratings, whatever their, the public perception of the president and Congress is right now. I don't give a shit if you think it was rigged or wasn't rigged. The public perception of all of these ass clowns right now after COVID, after the last 20 years in Afghanistan, after the never-ending wars, the drug wars, the criminal justice system, everything that these guys do that turns to absolute dog shit. Like, these guys needed a bump, right? And this is what happens. Once in a while, they get a bump. Usually it's a Democrat. I think the last time, a president kind of got a win, a bump out there where I think maybe America perceived it as a win was when they killed Osama bin Laden, or quote unquote, I guess killed him, right? Because we don't get to see the body. We have no idea where it is. And the fact that he was on dialysis for years before we got him in a third world shithole is not one of those things that ever played well with me. If you know anything about like kidney failure or renal cancer or any of that kind of stuff, what you know is that stuff kills a lot of people fast, and it does it in first world countries. So anyway, that was the last time I think they really had a bump, and I think they need a bump right now, and this being their bump. Now, the conspiracy theorist in me will come out for sure in talking about this, because I like ideas, man. I think it's fun to play around with things that, are possible and in the realm of possibility. And to think that, the number one dementia patient, the walking poster child puppet that we have for a president isn't a dementia patient of some sort, with, people in his ear and notepads and everything else. This guy could absolutely possibly not be the president by August 31st. And that would be absolutely heart-wrenching. I mean, to see him, not there, see Kamala come in and then stay to continue the mission in Afghanistan would be absolutely, oh man, you want to talk about just low the dithers, the soul crushingness of what that would do to this country, to the people who signed up, that are in service to the murder cult. Let's be fair, but to America, the corporate regime that we are, boy, I don't know. I will never believe that we are going to be out of Afghanistan until everybody is absolutely out of Afghanistan, until some corporal or PFC or some schmuck that's very low on the totem pole comes back and says, yeah, man, like I was one of the last people out of Afghanistan and on the exiting party or something like that. And it'd probably be from some ODA group somewhere, I imagine, will be some of the last guys on the ground there outside of the Fed boys. But